Hey, what's up everyone? Nathan back with our Showdown Live. We're going to keep going with our Pirate Lord Urshifu, see how we can manage with that. Or maybe we'll call him Urshifu likes parrot instead of Nathan likes chicken. Another terrible joke. I keep opening lives with the worst jokes. I'm going to start over. Just kidding. We're going to get into this one with our opponent and their matchup. Looks like a pretty interesting team for my opponent, actually. A lot of these Pokemon are still have usage in OU, but I don't see them as common, especially Lucario. I guess Salazzle's in there. You know, all of them are, you know, if this was like 5 very common OU Mon and 1 Lucario and 1 Primarina and 1 Salazzle would be one thing, but definitely an uncommon team. Certainly extremely offensive, unless we're seeing very defensive EV spreads from these ones, but certainly very offensive. I know Ferrothorn's seeing a lot more usage with the obvious Cinderace ban. However, I'm having a hard time judging who's going to be first here. A fast Volt Switch from Zero Aura is always going to be common. Maybe they're going to be lazy and go for just the Ferrothorn Rocks turn 1. That's very likely. Ferrothorn, we don't have a fire type to actually just OHKO it, surprisingly. I wonder how the close combat on Long John here would do. I still don't like Long John as opening though, because we might see the Zero Aura. Although even then I could pivot right out to hippowdown. But I also need to mention that Salazzle is a very common opening, in which case I like Long John. Well, let's calc that close combat. I asked you guys last time what you feel about me going in and out of the calc, and most people seem to be in agreement with me that it's a natural part of the battling process, and it is kind of important. So I appreciate the people who are in support of that, because I just find, you know, like for this, for example, if people are going back and forth like that nonstop, it's just jarring and too much. But the fact that everyone is okay with it is a relief on my part. Close combat OHKOs it. Okay, I should probably hurry up here. My opponent's been waiting long enough. I like this lead as a result. The only reason I wouldn't go with this is if Zero Aura came out, and then I can just pivot right back out to hippowdown if that's the case. Togekiss seems really likely here. But for my opponent, like if I was judging based on my head calc before we ran this right here, I would have said that Ferrothorn tanks this. Yeah, I don't blame them for making that mistake, because that's something that I'm glad I calced first, because I would not have thought that. Of course, you know, I bet if they could take that turn back, they would go straight to Togekiss with that 4 times resist. And so many Urshifus are choice locked too. Yeah, they're gonna make that assumption. Now this is tough. If they're gonna substitute up and start like boosting, then Blissey I don't love as much as some other options here. I'm really afraid of a Togekiss boost right now. Blissey like eats up a lot of the special attacking moves, of course. However, I'm very afraid of yeah, just boosting and just, like substitute locking me and flinch spamming me. Excadrill is faster than it, can come in right away and threaten it out with Iron Head. If they Flamethrower, then it's a good chance to get burned. You know what? This is a water type Pokemon. If they're clicking Flamethrower, it's predicting the Excadrill, like, well done. I'm gonna make I think the obvious play there. Yeah, okay, I'm glad we do that. The fact that they have Dazzling Gleam almost suggests to me that it's Scarfed. And plus, you know, that way they're faster than the Urshifu Rapid Strike too, so that would make a lot of sense. So I'm gonna predict that they're Scarfed and now they're locked into Dazzling Gleam and they're gonna pivot out here. So this might seem crazy. Earthquake does seem really crazy. I don't know. I was about to say I'm going to Earthquake, but I don't know. Maybe I'll Rapid Spin. I like Rapid Spin a lot. Yeah. They might Flamethrower me right away. I might have made that wrong prediction based on them being Scarf. That's a big assumption to make it in nowhere. But this way they also can't substitute on me for free. Okay, they go Lucario. So now we're faster with that Rapid Spin, which is great. Google took that for instructions. That startled me. Oh my gosh. They're always listening, everyone. Always listening. I should be fast now. I have no idea what set this Lucario is running. The only priority it has would be Bullet Punch, which is actually very likely, or a Vacuum Wave. But let's try an Earthquake. Okay, they don't have that. Extreme Speed is also very common priority on Lucario, and nope, they're gonna forfeit right out. That's also common priority is what I was trying to say, though. We would have resisted that with our Steel typing, of course. We're gonna see another slightly uncommon team, but this is more, you know, I always say if you're trying to use an underused Pokemon or whatever, like in this case Shedinja, it's best to build a lot of teams around it so you can really bring out its strengths and still be very competitive. Our last opponent, they just kind of threw a lot of very dangerous but still needing of some support Pokemon, whereas my opponent here seems to be giving them a bit more of a defensive core to rely upon. This is just a total gut feeling. I think we're going to see Komodo first. If they go to Chandelure, I got my Blissey. And everyone else I can really spore. Oh man, okay. As a gut feeling, that was great, because the only reason I wouldn't do that is if we ran into Chandelure here. But again, like I said, we have a pretty comfortable swap in. Eating the tricks though, so never mind. This has gone very poorly. Terrible first 2 turns, or I guess just 1 turn. I don't see a reason not to Toxic, though. I guess, actually, running into a Chansey, they'd have their own natural cure, but going to Chansey on a Blissey does seem as a little unlikely to me. They might, I'm not sure who they go to here. They go to Mandibuzz. Okay, so we get them with the Toxic at least. That's a relief. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Maybe a U-turn. Maybe they're expecting rocks, and they went to Mandibuzz to defog them off. So I think a U-turn here is very likely. In fact, I'm going to go to my Hippowdon just to give them a little bit of punishment with the Rapid Spin. Plus, we'll get up Sandstorm. Yeah, so a little bit of punishment between all of that and the next Toxic next time they come in. Mandibuzz is a little bit hurt. So not a good turn 1, but a great turn 3. Probably going to their Chandelure again here. In which case, I'll just rinse and repeat with Blissey. The fact that they have Trick is something of a relief, though, because I felt like it was very likely that otherwise that would be like a substitute setup set. That doesn't seem to be the case, and they have misunderstood Shedinja's mechanics there. Yikes. I hate to see that, because I do think it's a cool Pokemon for them to bring out. But Chandelure will come out now. I'll go to Blissey again. I feel like I've already done the damage with the Toxic, so they're either going to go to their Chansey here, and their Energy Ball. Sorry, I cut myself off there. But Energy Ball means that they almost certainly have Shadow Ball and Flamethrower as the last one. They don't have a Calm Mind or a substitute. In addition to Trick, that would be a lot of utility to carry on one Pokemon. So I think they're either going to go to their Mandibuzz, because it's already been Toxic, you know, or they're going to go to Chansey. I'd predict the Chansey, though. So we're going to go to our own Long John here. All right, we nail that. U-turn is great on everything, because I think the Chansey is likely to swap after all this big, scary fighting type is in here against your normal type. But I think Surging Strikes is also good. But Komodo would be good against Surging Strikes. Oh, this is a tough turn. It's like a nasty 50-50, so I'm going to just kind of cut it off and U-turn. Although they might stay in. Okay, okay. Surging Strikes probably was the play, but that still does a massive amount of damage. We're going to keep up the momentum here with our Kyurem. Kyurem. I had someone get mad at me at that in the comments. So Kyurem, I'll try to work on that if I've been bothering you guys. I might just rip a Draco Meteor, because even Chance doesn't love that. And if Chansey swaps into it, then they're probably going to be forced to soft-boiled, and then I'll just get in my Long John for free afterwards, right? So sure, it eats it, but not freely. Or they just sack their Mandibuzz, which is also great. So yeah, turn 7, and despite that awful first turn, we are substantially up on our opponent. A 2-Pokemon lead. Not that much worse for the wear. Are we finally going to see rocks here? No, more likely a Toxic. I'm going to go to... Why would I go to this guy? I guess fearing another Toxic, but this game is so fast-paced that I don't think a Toxic would be the end of the world for me. Well, they teleport out. Okay. Sure. Zeraora is probably pretty obvious here. In which case, we'll just go to Hippowdon. If they have Grass Knot, then so be it. Actually, no. I keep saying we'll go to Hippowdon. We got the ultimate Zeraora counter in the game, Shiinotic. He doesn't even know it yet. What Up Gang does not even know. We're about to be dummied by a... Oh, they go to Komodo. Well, that double does not work in their favor, actually. I'm just going to rip a Spore. Best move in the game. Uh-oh. Until it isn't. Until we get hit by a Belly Jump. I should have just clicked the Fairy move on the... Oh, no. Oh, no. How healthy is our Hippowdon? Hippowdon might be able to eat something. Okay, I'll probably die to Komodo right here. Oh, why didn't I just click the Fairy move? I was so stupid. Okay, but game plan. Game plan. I think Hippowdon could probably eat something and whirlwind it out. If not, though, we'll get up the sand so that our Excadrill should be able to kill it at 25%. Although, if it Drain Punches our Hippowdon and like Okos it from that range, then it won't be in range of being returned with an Excadrill. Oh man, this is bad. I don't really have an option here. If they restore up to full with Drain Punch, then you know, so be it. They're faster than the rest of my team. I think Hippowdon might be able to do it. Oh, they got Poison Jab too. Oh, come on, the status. Give me status. No. You know what? Actually, I think Rocky Helmet just saved us the game, because I don't think there's any way it's not dying from Aqua Jet here. Okay, it worked out. I was terrified, but it worked out. Woo! Although I'm curious, if I had gone to Hippowdon and they had Drain Punched my Hippowdon, would the Rocky Helmet have procced first and then killed it? I feel like no. Looking at this right here, it seems like Rocky Helmet was the last effect. So I'm going to guess that wouldn't have worked. So, okay, that's fine. We've lost our awesome Zeraora counter. So we're going to go to Chandelure here. I'll go back out to Blissey. They are double swapping on me for days. I'll do it again. I mean, the fact that they've been doubling away from my hippowdown every single time. They're making some great double swaps here in the end here. But the fact that they're making all these double swaps suggests to me that they don't have grass knot. Yeah, that seems to definitely confirm that. I'll get up some stealth rocks. It's turn 17 and we're finally getting up rocks. I do fear a toxic here, but we're probably gonna see a teleport. Okay, toxic comes out, that's fine. I'll rip another one myself right here. Yep, they're smartly take that. That's actually a cool thing about the teleport is that they can eat the toxic and then get out and cure themselves. So that's actually an interesting side effect from that. They'll probably make a double here to Chandelure. No, they actually catch me. Well, doesn't really matter because I've actually lost my scarf first off, and second of all, I've toxic them. So this game is certainly over. In fact, I'm just gonna let this thing die and go to Excadrill. Or he go to our boy, our pirate boy. We get toxic. Doesn't really matter at this point. I think we're a couple Aqua Jets away from winning. All Surging Strikes to be a little bit safe with Chansey. I think Chansey probably needs one more swap in before that's the case. Chandelure is a Ripperonied. Zeraora, it hasn't revealed its item yet. Oh, this is also dead. Yeah, that's a GG. Interesting game. Very interesting team from my opponent. I would have liked to see what set the Shedinja was running, but it was probably pretty cool. This is a bit faster pace than the last one. Again, all these the balanced team I've been running lately is great because again I wanted to work on my play with a balanced team, the slower pace sort of style. However, we're in such low ladder that really want to get out of there as fast as possible and get to the really juicy good games. So I'm kind of like stalling in the 1300s as a result. But lost track there looking at the Draco's ult. Cool option. Hustle just has wronged me too many times. It hasn't gotten Sand Rush yet, has it? Because that would make sense with the Excadrill. That'd be two. What am I doing? What's it called? Draco's ult. They had two Sand Rush users. Okay, it's not released yet. But that's what I thought was a synergy going on here. Of course, it's very. It's got lots of different sets that work really well. The substitute set in particular, I really liked for it. But let's stop talking and let's look at the lead matchup. Kyurem is really great off the beginning. I don't see a matchup it really loses, with the exception of Dragapult. And if Dragapult comes out, I would just go straight to my Blissey. I would eat a U-turn, but still, 5 out of 6 options. It is one of the more likely options, so maybe I'm kind of playing into their hands here. Nope, that's not going to be the case. I am happy to let a Freeze Dry grow. Nothing is swapping into this. This is actually, you want to talk about someone that is underrated. Kyurem, still a top threat, but opponents are not building against them. They have no Freeze Dry swap in here. Kyurem is just gonna, I mean, I kind of hate to see it, but there was no way they were gonna win that game when I was 6 Freeze Dries away from winning, essentially. Maybe 7 with the Excadrill. So that's not a very flashy clip. I can't post that to Twitter and be like, holy crap, Kyurem went in this game. Bump to the table. I can't post that to Twitter and pop off about it, but it essentially did the same thing. It 6-0'd my opponent there. We're going to see Clawitzer come out. Their owner, Urshifu, extremely offensive team, really. Rotom Heat is their second most defensive Pokemon, and that thing still hits hard. So we're going to be very careful with our opening here, because if we get a bad start, then we can just get swept and be playing on our back foot the entire game. It's really important against these aggressive teams to do it well, and we're going to be leaning on our defensive core here to do it well. I don't want to eat hazards. It's actually the big thing, because then I can go to my Kyurem very easily. Actually, everyone else resists the rocks pretty well, but still, Kyurem is such an integral part of this team that I don't want it taking 25% every time it comes in. If I'm actually my opponent, I'm expecting the Clawitzer to open with. It's really slow, though. Kyurem as a lead on its own isn't the best, frankly. Ferrothorn in the opening to begin with kind of freaks me out. I think this might be another Pirate Boy game. I bet it OHKOs just about everything. Oh, my opponent's getting tired of me gabbing. Let's just get going. Fair enough. I think we're faster. and they leave as soon as I lock it in. See, okay, I'm going to release a video now on how to stall out your opponent and make them get bored and leave. Oh, never mind, they reconnect. I think this close combat just claims a kill. They might go straight to Volcarona, but if you did that on the water type Urshifu, you are crazy. Although, this might be a mistake because I'm locking into it right here. Well, I do have a whole blissey. I'll Toxic you. Please don't substitute. They might actually do the new Safeguard set. The Safeguard set has definitely been building some momentum lately. I'll go out to Long John again. Hopefully we don't need a Power Whip. If they just totally read us, that would suck. They don't do so. See, close combat seems so obvious here, and I bet my opponent is going to swap out his results. Maybe to Volcarona. Okay, so I think my opponent dies no matter what to a close combat. I think it claims a kill on all 4 of these except Volcarona. But if Ferrothorn stays in and I Surging Strikes, that would be devastating. Because with the Iron Barbs, I would probably take 30%. Plus, you know, if they Power Whip me, that'd be so... I want to play it safe. I'm still not super afraid of Volcarona right now. Okay, good thing I didn't Surging Strikes. That would have been so devastating. I'm going to guess they're going to straight out to it again here, actually. Yeah, with Rocky Helmet too, I might have died from Surging Strikes. 3 hits. That stacks up quick. They might make a double switch here. Good play. I'll go to shiinotic. That's the best counter I have to Urshifu. Hippowdown might eat one, but we'll just go straight out to shiinotic. It's about as good a counter as Urshifu as we're going to find. The U-turn, that's the problem with shiinotic, is that you can get U-turned on, but it eats up a fat amount from the Rocky Helmet, plus it gets paralyzed. So that's no longer a good swap in. They do the same again. I'm probably going to go to... Man, call me crazy, actually. I was going to say Excadrill on the Poison Jab, but it has a really good matchup versus my opponent right now, and I can't risk it. Not Rotom, actually, because it's not Mold Breaker, but I'll go Hippowdon on the Poison Jab, probably. No, it's paralyzed. I guess we'll rock up. It doesn't do a ton against my opponent, frankly. I think they're probably pretty frustrated by that paralyzed, but you know what? I was playing some other games off camera earlier, and I had a couple of lucky effect scores go off, and like, I get it. That's so frustrating when that happens. And they made the right play. They U-turned on the obvious swap in. They made the correct play and they were punished for it. But that's why you run effect spore. You know, it's the same reason why, you know, the reason why you run Flame Body and Volcarona instead of Swarm. Because Swarm, actually, if you think about it, could definitely have some interesting utility at lower percents. Like maybe if a sweep's not going so well for you, it definitely has some utility and would be a good ability. But you run Flame Body so people can't just U-turn on you willy-nilly. And so it's not very fun when it happens to you. And maybe I'm just being apologetic for bad luck for my opponent, but oh well, what are you gonna do? That's Pokemon. If you don't like the luck, there's always chess. Yeah, they are gonna leave. It might have been just a pure connection error, but who knows? We'll keep going. The pace is fast this game. The pace is... the energy in the studio is electric, gang. I'll be that guy, the very high energy radio host. Maybe that's the energy I need to go for. I really like Hippowdon as a lead here. I can get a Brox versus a lot. Gengar, I might even be able to beat 1v1 depending on what happens. I'm afraid of Haxorus coming out of the rip. Get a Brox versus it. And the reason I wouldn't be a Crawdon, which actually does seem like a likely lead to me, but I do have a Shiinotic in the back. Shiinotic won't completely eat it up though, so this is a tough first turn. Although Kyurem, let's look at that. Also has a great matchup, you know? The only reason I wouldn't would be if they go Chansey at first. Actually, is the Haxorus faster? Haxorus is faster. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Although, again, if Haxorus came out, I'd just go straight to Shiinotic. If I went Kyurem against their Haxorus and they Poison Jab my Shiinotic afterwards, that would be insane. I think I'm going with my gut here. Okay, yeah, Crawdon, I used to play a lot of Crawdons, and it's actually like a low-key fantastic lead option because people will put up their own tanks, and Crawdon kind of eats that for breakfast. So that's, I kind of have like a gut feeling there. That wasn't, I couldn't justify this Kyurem pick as a lead as well, but the gut just worked out. And I don't see a great freeze dry swap in. My opponent apparently didn't either. Rotom Heat comes out. Fair enough. I guess I'll go Blissey here. I don't love that matchup. I don't know who they're going to here, actually. Without that Crawdon, they've lost a ton of offensive pressure there. I can't imagine they're going to Gengar on a Blissey. Maybe a Moongus. maybe Haxorus. I'm gonna Toxic just in case they go to Haxorus. They seem a bit eager, given by that turn 1. They seem like eager beavers. Maybe they'll go out to Haxorus and try to just break through this Blissey right away. Because if I'm them, I'm going to one of my own defensive walls, like a Moongus or Chansey, just because these don't seem very safe to me. But yeah, my opponent strikes me as a bit of an eager one. And then Lumberry, which is cured. This is tough. I don't know if they're just going to go for Outrage right away in case they go for Shiinotic, or if they're going to start boosting. They have a Lumberry, actually, so they're almost definitely a setup set. So I'm going to go hippowdown here, because it will eat whatever it dishes out, and if they do boost, which they do, I'm going to whirlwind them out. Yeah, okay, that's the right play. I was tempted to stay in a Toxic again. I was very tempted to do so. Maybe I should have gone Shiinotic there. That might have been a bit obvious. Oh well, we played it a bit safe. Ooh, now we're taking some damage. I lost my train of thought, actually. But yeah, I mean, my opponent just struck me as eager. That initial Toxic, I think, was an easy play. So far this whole game, would just kind of be going off of feel more than anything else. Are we going to get status? Man, we were getting lucky with that one. Oh, now Chansey just got destroyed without taking a single hit. I wonder if they'll stay in strengths into soft boiled. That seems pretty likely. I'm tempted to Leech Seed because it covers a swap and it covers them staying in. Yeah, actually I will do that because now I'll be able to go to actually now I'll spore them. Yeah, this works out great. They should be swapping here. Oh, I don't know if they're going to actually. Okay, so if they stay in, I can go to Hippowdon and get a ton of health back from the Leech Seed. If they swap, I can spore and get a ton of momentum. I'm gonna go with the gut and say they're gonna stay in. Nope, it doesn't work out. But we get to refresh the sand at least. And now, depending who they go to, yeah, they will go to Gengar, and now I'll be able to revenge kill them with Extra Drill the following turn. If I do want to even sack this, which I kind of do. Actually, I kind of do. Blissey was a very fair play there, but this is just gonna this is gonna come close to winning me the game. Haxorus is gonna be at 60-something% when it comes in next. I'm not sure if it'll kill, but maybe close. Chansey's really low. Oh, I forgot about Rotom. Ah, that's embarrassing in retrospect. That was a bad play. And it's not faster than Kyurem. I don't know if they overheat here. I'm gonna have to play it safe. Oh, they defog. Okay, good play. I Toxic'd last time we were in this situation. I don't know if they'll do it again. I don't know if they'll swap out to their Haxorus again. And if I'm them, I'm probably going to a Moongus right now. So I think I'm going to Seismic Toss. You're not going to Gengar against the Blissey. Softbolt also would have been a strong play because I'm also going to be taking Sand Chip and be down to 50%. And this Pokemon's doing a lot of work for me right now. So maybe not the right play. If they go to Haxorus, I'd be very surprised. Again, I just destroyed them last time they swapped in. I'm not super afraid of them right now because I still have the Shiinotic at good health, but I don't know if they Dragon Dance, then they're definitely going to oh, they do it. They are crazy. Man, I just Toxic'd you. You have no fear. Okay, I think if they Dragon Dance here and I don't Toxic, I'm in huge trouble. Although let's see, we got this shiny Dazzling Gleam here. Let's check out that damage. Blissey, defensive, forget the Stealth Rock, throw in the Dazzling Gleam. That's surprising special attack. You know, 75 is not awful. It gets the job done, especially if it's super effective. Haxorus, oh, 49%. What's the roll? So it's at 44% if I remember right. 62% chance to OHKO it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it because even if it doesn't OHKO, I can always do a Rocky Helmet sort of dealio with Shiinotic. Oh, and they go for it. Man, I actually have not made many right predictions here, but we're going to kill it no matter what. That Blissey was really important, so that sucks. I can't just shake that off and pretend that didn't matter. But at least at the end of the day, the Haxorus is still dead. My opponent doesn't have a ton of offensive pressure. It's just the Gengar, although the Gengar now is going to be able to pop off with Blissey dead. So that's not nothing. Okay, another tough turn. Because I'm here thinking if I go to Kyurem and they spore me, then I'm in huge trouble, right? I'm in huge. None of my other Pokemon have a great matchup versus this thing. But who would spore on a grass type shiinotic? Like, that'd be a psycho play. If they spore me here, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, clear smog. Interesting. Okay, they were going for a poison move against the grass type. The 4 times effectiveness, I guess that's what that is. I think everyone's low enough that they are getting really hurt by this ice beam. Draco Meteor seems tempting for the Rotom. How much is let's run that one more time. Rotom of the heat variety and a Kyurem of the, I just said it again, didn't I? Kyurem. Ice beam was 40%. It's at 88%. No, it's not even a 2-hit KO. I got to rip a Draco Meteor. I think this still is going to be a 2-hit KO on Chansey here. Not even. Wow. Okay, I got to go to Long John on the heal up here. If they Toxic, well played. But again, we're at that stage in the game where I don't think that's me taking Toxic is going to be that devastating. It might add up, but I think we're okay. I think I'm going to U-turn here on the Amoonguss. Yeah, okay, glad we did that. We can reset the situation now. I guess a Chansey's pretty likely here. I could make a double switch. I'm doing it. I'm making the double switch on the Chansey. Okay, we nailed that. Thank goodness. Now I don't know what button I want to click. A close combat. How much is this going to do? 50? Not even close. Oh. I should have made a U-turn. I thought U-turn seemed obvious, but okay. So we made a clever series of play right there, but with that one bad prediction, then it all came awry. I'm afraid of a spore. A synthesis. Again, I don't think they're sporing on the grass type. They might clear smog again. That seems pretty likely to me as the 4 times effective move. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're in the same situation as we were in turn 20. So that's a relief. We didn't lose that much despite questionable plays on my part. Let's just put it nicely. I'll Ice Beam on the Chansey this time. It should probably be a 3-hit KO. Not even close. Oh, it must be full Spadef. Oh man, this is gonna be a really dicey endgame now. I don't want to eat the Toxic. I mean, really, if I get a Swords Dance up with Excadrill, I could definitely break through their defensive core. But then they could just go to Gengar on a right play, or more importantly, a Rotom on a right play. I don't want to eat Stoutous again. I wonder if I go to Excadrill here so I don't get a Toxic. I guess I'll try that. Oh, they teleport. Man, I'm not getting any of these predictions right. This is getting very dicey in the middle of nowhere. Again, I've got my offensive core as the right plays, but the fact they're both choice locked is really coming up to affect me here. I think I gotta go. Oh, this is actually a terrible 50-50 now, is whether they use electric move or a fire type move, because that depends on whether I go to this one or not. If I'm my opponent, I see dies to overheat, takes a lot from overheat. I'm clicking a fire move. If they read me with a volt switch, that sucks. Oh, Defog and the Will-O-Wisp. I did not expect that at all. Oh, that so much hurts. I think I got a U-turn. I'm taking that from the U-turn from the Rocky Helmet. If I forgot about that, I think we're losing this one unless I play out of my mind the next turn. Chansey comes out. I'm going to go to Excadrill on the Chansey. I'm going to Swords Dance on this switch. Okay, that works out. They might spore me here. I don't think this is probably worth it. I think I probably wanted a crit. We're gonna see. Oh, I forgot to say a synthesis. We're gonna see a synthesis actually. Oh, Gengar comes out. True. I don't know about this play for my opponent because now I can. There's a good chance I can kill with an Earthquake right now. I really like my odds. I think I'm in a disadvantaged position. I think I probably have to like make some crazy plays. Not to mention I don't have a comfortable swap in for this Gengar at all. It might have Focus Blast and just kill me right away though. I think I got to make a risk right here. Oh, you're going for this now. If they're substitute, then they're probably Focus Blast then. So this is actually probably the better play for them. Oh, wow. Oh, and then we get the worst rolls for the sleep. So I think that's no matter what the game, because this one dies to Hex. Kyurem, maybe not, but I'm not gonna have enough resources afterwards. Yeah, that's game. GG. So that's the first loss of this team. I might review that. I wonder what I could have done better there. I definitely made some mistakes. I made some wrong predictions. I was making a lot of gambles when, again, with balance, it's not necessarily a play style of gambles. It's more of a play style of just leveraging like your flexibility. I was getting too impatient. That's my gut reaction why that game was a loss. I just, I did the immediate requeue there, but I meant to end the stream at 30 minutes. But we'll do this one. It's an all offense team, so I don't think I'll go very fast, very slowly. I'm all flustered now after that loss. Not to mention it's like 30 degrees and the AC is out, but that's neither here nor there. We're here for a W, and I have no idea what we're going to see first here. Probably Excelgor, actually. That's a very common. This is a hyper offense team. The Excelgor lead seems like the most likely bet. I wonder if this is the play, because I can just beat the focus sash that Excelgor is going to have with Long John Silver, and I'll probably only take 1 sticky webs or 1 spikes. I don't mind that. Let's take a look at their set, because I'm not super familiar with Excelgor. Hopefully we don't have another opponent complaining at us for taking too long, but you know what, knowledge is power. And don't let, like, that's just me, don't let that stress you out if you're learning the game, because like it would be awful for you to take a bunch of lost games because you're not taking the time to learn and be informed. Okay, it doesn't even get sticky webs. Okay, that's interesting. In which case, I don't really mind going to this guy at all. I didn't want to get webs up, but I don't terribly mind 1 layer of spikes. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should have gone Excadrill. That's actually... Well, my team doesn't mind rocks very much, but now that I look at it, that was kind of a dumb judgment. We really don't like spikes. Oh well, we'll limit it to 1 layer. I'm not sure Excadrill would have done the best at it. Oh wow, they're just gonna trade straight up. I don't like that. I didn't think they would do that. I thought they would go for the spikes. That didn't even occur to me. That gives us a lot less security against the Bisharp. Gives us a lot less security against the Volcarona, and now the Kyurem has a lot more pressure on its hands here. That's nasty. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Volcarona seems pretty likely here. Actually, man, Excadrill is a great match for my opponent if I can just limit the Azumarill. But if it gets a belly drum off, then I'm in huge trouble. I don't like this lead either. Crap. I'll go hippowdown straight up. If they knock off, that would suck, but I think they'd be kind of... actually, knockoff's a fair play, but I'm still not going to risk the Earth Power. Oh my gosh. None of the above was I expecting. We live this, right? Okay, thank gosh. Alright, my opponent has absolutely devastated us with his first 3 turns. And this might be a double. We were undefeated for so long. Now we might not be able to... We might be taking 2 losses now. That's rough. Okay, now this is a miserable 50-50. If they belly drum, we want a whirlwind. If they use a water move, we want to go shiinotic. I'm gonna go shiinotic because there's a chance, even if they belly drum, that they might take effect spore. Oh my gosh, we're making every wrong prediction at the end of the road here. I'll spore, but I think I might lose. That was the lose con. Maybe I should have just done hippowdown because I knew I could lose if I let the Azumarill set up, but I think we just died to play rough right here. Or maybe the play is I go to... Do I need this shiinotic for anything else? Not really. Kyurem might be able to kill, actually. All is not over, but this was definitely a big lose con. Oh, they missed the play rough! Oh, man! Woo! Alright. That's hype. I don't even know what I do from here, actually. I go Kyurem for sure. They might get a turn 1 wake up and get off an Aqua Jet, but oh well. Nope, don't even attempt it. Okay, but now they're gonna go to Volcarona. No, they're gonna go Dragapult. Probably. Man, I want to freeze dry. I think they're U-turning. Okay, let the record state I wanted to freeze dry, but we literally just lost the last game because I was being gutsy in the wrong situations here. So I'll play it safe. Oh my gosh, and they're Dragon Darts. Don't Dragon Dance this turn. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. That was so very bad. This is I don't think Steel Wing kills from this percentage. I think I have to Moonblast. I want to Spore, very, very much so, but they could substitute here. Oh my gosh. We lived that, but oh my gosh. What the? What's going on? Oh, Leech Seed just gets some health back. Oh, it does kill from that range. So we just totally lucked our opponent this game. Well, you know what? You win some games because of terrible luck. Yeah. You win some games because of amazing luck, and you definitely lose some. And that was a case of the latter. I guess Blissey's the right play here. Does it live one Volcarona unboosted? Or do I just go Hippowdown and let the sweep do the rest of the work? I can always do Hippowdown later. I think I'll do... even this isn't a bad idea. Because I think... Does a Meteor kill? In my head it does. But I've learned not to trust my head this live. 87% chance on an offensive build. We love to see it. Oh, except it gets this up first. Whoops. Will this next one kill? No, probably not. It's probably gonna boost again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Did we just manage to throw this? Oh, okay. I think if they Quiver Dance there, they won. Holy, what a crazy game. Wow. I think we lost. So yeah, I think we lost that one. That just came to that 50-50 with the Azumarill. I think that play rough was about to kill, and I was hoping that it took some status there afterwards in the effect spore. But I knew as soon as I was spacing that Azumarill with my Hippowdon that like the right move was to do the whirlwind, but I didn't follow my gut and I guessed wrong. It did not pay off. Does Iron kill? I'll just play a little bit safe. I think we are just a couple Aqua Jets away from winning anyways, regardless of what this X-Drill does. I actually feel terrible. But you know, it's Pokemon. That's the thing. It's luck. I've been meaning to make a video on and that happened just for good measure. Luck does play a factor in Pokemon. I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't, but the fact is that you are likely statistically gonna win as many important games as you're gonna lose them, and you just kind of like, if you're the type of person to get that bent out of shape over one loss, then this genuinely might not be the game for you. I will take the win in stride, however. Thanks again for watching. I'm glad we didn't get to end on a double loss. That would have been kind of embarrassing. But, oh well, happy with the team so far. I might make some edits. Again, a lot of the team was kind of based upon... we built, of course, you saw me do it live. We built it based on defensively answering the three most common and most threatening threats, being Urshifu, Magearna, and Cinderace. But now that two of those three are gone, and even Urshifu, I'm not seeing as much as I expected. Maybe then this core is kind of fundamentally flawed. Shiinotic actually has been putting in more work than I thought, because it's not just, you know, Zeraora and Urshifu that it answers, but, well, both Urshifus it answers. Plus it answered Crawdaunt today. It's a good sack because, you know, you have the Rocky Helmet option, the Effect Spore. I mean, really putting in the work. So yeah, very fun live. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.